Support Pro Play Games on Patreon.
Hello everybody, I'm back. Man, this is internet service provider might be tier 0, man. They are tough to beat. All right, so we're back. We have round 3. We have Jan playing Gogeta Xeno and Trenton playing U7 Vegeta. Trenton was very excited to be on stream, so we'll see what his deck is capable of. I thought U7 Vegeta might be a cool deck to see. It's kind of cool to see like a rogue deck paired up against a meta deck, right? Like Gogeta Xeno versus U7 Vegeta. Yeah, so the stream did poop out at the end of round 2, so Soul Striker ended up winning the round. Mass Sand took the loss. So that's how round 2 kind of finished up. Hopefully the stream stays solid from here on out and doesn't turn into a pile of gooey mesh. But we have been on the phone with AT&T for the better part of an hour, so we are trying to make sure this doesn't happen again, guys. If the stream's coming in clear, you know, see if your friends want to get back in here, catch some Dragon Ball, catch some commentary. And I'm very sorry for the stream pooping out, guys. A little bit out of our control, but we're trying to fix it as best we can. All right, so Thwarting is swinging into Leader or Unison, doesn't matter because it's being met with a Violent Raise. What's going on, National Champ Big Jordan in the chat? What is up? We have a Marvelous Might coming down, which would have been probably a little nice coming down a bit earlier if Jan has the True Fighting Spirits in the pool there. Man, Riddlebox, if I could make a card, first of all, if I even make it to Worlds, that would just be a dream come true. But secondly, if I could make a card, I've been trying to think about it, but I honestly haven't thought of anything crazy good yet. It'd probably be an SCR. I feel like that's a little bit easier to design because you can make like a bit more of a broken card and get away with it, if that makes sense. But I don't know. I'd have to think on that really hard. All right, so we've got U7 Vegeta at 4 life. Well, both players at 4 life, but Gogeta Xeno doing a bit of pushing for damage. And now Gogeta Xeno's warp is looking pretty well set up. Going to play a Gogeta Fearless Fusion, which is going to be met by a Yamcha counterplay, but Gogeta has that pesky 16k attack power. So it's going to survive. The Yamcha play was a little interesting there, I got to say. Unless he has another way to minus and kill the Gogetas, that would be good. We'll see if that's the case, though. Well, actually, yeah, Marvelous Might and Beyond All Limits can't even swing in because we're under Violent Raise. And, yeah, that's going to be the turn. So, yeah, maybe he was anticipating an attack with that Gogeta and wanted to stop it. Otherwise, the Yamcha was a little underwhelming. Main decked Mai. Okay, so Trenton was expecting a bit of blue. Very interesting. We got Gohan 1-drop coming down. That's kind of the value engine of the deck. Combo with skillless cards, draw cards. Gogeta Xeno's board, though, is looking scary, I gotta say. Looking pretty scary.
It's a one-shot. It's a combo.
U7 Vegeta attacking into Gogeta Xeno. That gets met with a block. And that Gogeta Xeno Peerless Fusion, man, that value is insane. Like, basically blocks leader attack for free because unless they combo into it, the Gogeta just survives the attack, man. Yeah, it looks like Trenton is trying to prevent that while also bringing in his boss monster. Goku Divine Presence, very powerful card. Let's see what he wants to give the 5K bonus to. Maybe he gave the bonus to the leader, but I haven't seen him place a dice to necessarily indicate who got the power boost. But he is going to attack with it, add a skill list. That gives the card itself 5,000 power. So this is a 25K swing, potentially 30K swing. And that seems like it's going to force Jan to take it. One more attack, but no fear of Champa. So that's not too bad. Looks like he's swinging into thwarting on this one. So this is quite possibly a 35K attack. And he's going to combo the Gohan on top. So thwarting is Gonzo. Unison has double strike from the leader effect. So Gogeta Xeno is going to block it. But Vegeta still wants a super combo. Maybe he's just digging for something. That could very well be the case. All right, guys, I'm back. We did catch the Divine Presence play, and I am basically the judge on the case. So the way I had him resolve it, combo an additional red card. I felt like that was the least damaging way to fix the game state and keep everything basically as it was. Possibly not a perfect solution, but I'm trying to deal with it as best as I can. We do have a 30K attack going in at Vegeta, though. This is currently round 3 of a 6-round tournament, so we're not playing by the 1 undefeated rule. This is not a Bandai official event, so we're not held to that. I know a lot of players don't like it. So we're playing a true number of rounds per the number of players, 6 rounds, and we are playing a top 8 top cut. Winner gets a case of set 15 when it comes out. This was supposed to be a set 15 tournament, but unfortunately, the set was delayed. So we are working with what we have. Yeah, red being tapped out against black is very rough. Red's negates are very good against black, but gotta have energy to use them, so that's a bit tough there. Vegeta's probably hoping for testing the opposition here. I believe he's been through 3 super combos. So he's starting to run out of gas defensively, it seems like. We've got about 45 players today. All right, we're going to get the Imposing Presence activation. So he might have just ripped into it off the super combo. Otherwise, I think it would have been better to activate earlier. But that's a really good card against Gogeta Xeno. So it's almost like a reverse Sensu Bean where everything just gets 5k less power. The first card you use it on minus 10k, but everything else after that minus 5k power. Kind of like a reverse Sensu Bean. Not too shabby. We're cracking Marvelous Might into some 1-drops. All right. Might have to look at this again in a second. My judge services may be requested again in a second. All right, guys, clearing up some confusion about how Super Combat and how it works. All right, looks like Gogeta Xeno still wants to commit to going for game this turn, so he's using the leader effect to boost both of his 1-drops. So this attack is basically 10k. What's really interesting is, like, if Gogeta Xeno attacked and was relying on those attacking autos to gain the 10k, the Goku would have just died instantly because the Imposing Presence gives it -5. That's a pretty interesting interaction, but he used the leader effect to give him a base 10k. So they swing in for 10. He boosts them by, 2 5k combo power. So it's 20k swing at the moment. We are currently in round 3 of a 6-round event. We've got 25 for Vegeta here, and the 17 draws a card because it is following the combo of a skillless. So pseudo super combo, that's interesting. We are also getting a super combo out of this. I believe that's the 4th super combo. So that's going to bring us to 35 at a 25k attack. The Yamcha minus did resolve on 2 different battle cards because the Goku and the Vegeta both had deflect. So you're going to want to keep that in mind. The thwarting may be a 10k attacker at this point because of the Yamcha. So with the boost on Vegeta and then -5 from Imposing Presence, that should have been a 25k attack. Now we have thwarting going in. The power is a little tricky because I imagine he got minused by Yamcha. So that would make him a 5k attacker potentially. So we've got, I think, 5k, 10k, 20k. Gogeta's, debating on whether or not he wants to combo the rest into it. Yeah, so it looks like 5, 15, 20, 25, 30 it looks like on the board there. Yeah, he may have missed the Yamcha warp. But I think that was still enough for Gogeta Xeno to get it. All right, so Gogeta Xeno ended up getting game 1. Not the cleanest performance, but a win's a win, so that is going to put him up a game in this match. And we will see what is in store for game 2. So again, same question as last time, guys. If your sideboard could be any legal card in the game right now, what are you siding in for this matchup for your opponent? If you're Gogeta Xeno, if you're U7 Vegeta, what are you siding in? What's helping you in this matchup? I think Imposing Presence is very good in this matchup. I think Violent Rage is very good in this matchup. Obviously, we saw those cards in the main deck, so maybe he's got extra copies in the sideboard. For Gogeta Xeno, I don't really know if you need much against red, to be honest. I think Petrification could be good here because it would stop the auto of Divine Presence. That could be really good. But other than that, I feel like black aggro is advantaged over red aggro from my experience. We are currently in round 3. 1 game for Gogeta Xeno. U7 Vegeta looking to get back into it. All right, we're getting started here. I imagine U7 Vegeta is going first. Always a solid advantage in the aggro mirror. 4-drop Vegeta Unison is interesting, but it's a bit late game, don't you think? It's a little bit late game for Gogeta Xeno. That deck can definitely take some advantage of you in the early game if that's what you're going for. But if you can get to turn 4 safely, it seems possible. The other problem, too, is the Vegeta leader relies on 2-drop Unisons, so that could be a little rough going into a 4-drop Unison. Oh, wow. 3 super combos milled and a thwarting. That's tough. That's real tough. All right, we're back again. I guess when they created convention centers, they didn't realize the internet was going to be a thing, and these ginormous walls probably don't help. But anyways, we're in game 2 here. Gogeta Xeno probably a little upset at some of these mills, but what can you do? I guess you're playing that type of deck, right? We got the thwarting coming down, though. What kind of makes up for Gogeta Xeno's bad mills, though, is the fact that U7 Vegeta hasn't really done much. Like, turn 2, played Unison on tap 2, and didn't spend any energy, so. Thank you very much, Andrew. I'm happy to be here, guys. This is a good time, honestly, except for the internet problems, but it's very cool to be casting a stream here. Just analyzing Dragon Ball and yeah, just on the talk of Dragon Ball and COVID, the fact that, you know, Dragon Ball survived COVID means the world to me. Like, it makes me very, very optimistic about the future of this game, as I think you guys should be as well. We got the imposing presence coming down. Can you guys hear me out there? Might be the stream delay. Let me know if you guys can hear me once you hear this. Going back to Vegeta's turn here. So this is a pretty ideal turn. Oh, wow. Max power. Okay. I was going to say it's a pretty ideal turn to drop Divine Presence. But following up with a max power definitely doesn't hurt. All right. That max power play might just get U7 Vegeta back into the game. We're going to have to see, though, if he can follow it up with much. So this is a 15K double strike at Gogeta Xeno. That's getting negated. No double strikes today. Oh, but we have the Fighting Fate coming down. This may very well force the Awaken from Gogeta Xeno. Oh, but he's being a little greedy, though. Not awakening. And he uses his last super combo that he didn't mill. All right, so Gogeta Xeno gets to go into turn 3 with his Awaken still intact. That's pretty strong, not going to lie. Like, Vegeta's got 2 energy open, yeah. But this could get rough for Vegeta. Starting the turn with a Thwarting the Dark Empire. Get the Awaken going here. Counting up for an Overrealm. Yep, here comes the Beyond All Limits. Let's see what we're picking up from the drop. Too bad we can't pick up any of those super combos that we warped, huh? All right, we're gonna play a Yamcha here. That is a little rough. I think against most decks, you kind of have to like play a card and then attack with it. If you play like a card while you have another card out, or you know you in sequence incorrectly, you're gonna open yourself up to plays like that. That hurts for sure. So we got Kai and the Smoke Dragon for a free draw one. That is a pretty powerful play. Gogeta Xeno swinging in, but he's going to die from the Imposing Presence. Solid math by Vegeta, solid math. Although this time the Yamcha goes away. Gotta say, some solid defense by the Vegeta deck this turn. 25k going into Vegeta because of the Imposing Presence. Gogeta Xeno is sitting on a book of a hand, though, it looks like. Oh no, another thwarting just comes down. You hate to see that. That's one of the reasons why it's very risky to commit to removing a thwarting during your opponent's turn. It's almost like you did the work of activating Bell Mod for them, you know, back when that was a legal card. That's going to hurt. That is going to hurt. 20k double strike, though, not 25 because of the Imposing Presence. And Vegeta's taking 2. Yikes. Does Gogeta Xeno have the double strike to seal the deal? Doesn't matter because we're getting Violent Raid. And looks like he'll pitch a red card to resolve the full effect. But a 1-drop and a Champa could do it. A 1-drop and a Champa could seal the deal here. We are currently in round 3, Bobby. Round 3 of 6. Can Gogeta Xeno win the game this turn? Doesn't look like it. But he is going to tag out into a blocker with 2 open energy. His opponent's 2 life. So it's not too bad. Vegeta swinging in on Gogeta. And the classic Divine Presence play coming down here. Looked like he signaled that he's boosting the Divine Presence itself. Gogeta Xeno has a big hand, but 230k attacks might be tough to combo out of. If he has Petrification, though, that would be huge brain right here. Absolutely huge brain. It almost seems like Petrification or bust right now. Does he have it? Oh, Kai Negate. That doesn't quite work, I think. Oh, but the Piccolo pops the blocker. That's tough. Yeah, Divine Presence can't be removed during his turn. That's a tough one, honestly. Gonna have to see if he's got another answer. Yeah, this should be the second attack on Divine Presence, and he's gonna play another one. That is tough. That is tough. Looks like we're pretty much going all in on the Goku swing here. Doing our super combo checks. Don't we remember that he warped 3 of them at the beginning of the game? Yeah, fully going all in on the Goku attack here. Let's see if Gogeta Xeno can get out of this one. Oh boy. He got hit with the Brainwash No More. That is a major feels bad. Oh, that's tough. Yeah, that must have been the Unison attack then. It must have been a double strike on the Unison attack. Tapped out to life, double striker on board. This one is a wrap. Play the thwarting just in case he has tests in the opposition. Overwhelm Trunks to reset your fusion material. And set up the Kai play just like we drew it up. Looks like Gogeta is trying to assemble as much combo power as physically possible. We've got Thwarting going in. Testing the opposition gets activated. He has to warp the card in hand. Yeah, because he would counter, get the card, and then the auto would resolve. And the blocker should be gone, but we might be missing that effect here. $15K block. But leader goes in for game, and that is pretty much it. All right, so that's going to be the match. Gogeta gets that one. I will be right back, guys. I'm going to confirm that the match is over, and then if it is over, we're going to go to commercial break, and we'll be back for round 4 when that is up. Probably about 10, 20 minutes, all right? So I will see you guys then.